Playground Chat, guys. Yes, we're back again. Episode 24. It's a special one. 24 times. Kobe. We back yet again with a special guest. I don't know if you guys see him. Probably do kind of sandwich in here, pause. But my name is Kuma. I'm the Chelsea t-shirt. I'm with my brother here.
I go by the name of Chinatown.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Playground Chat. The best
sportscast in the land.
That's what we are.
Right now,
What's good?
I've got my brother here, guys. You know, bigger than Big Brother, nothing to do with that. You know, as my brother, you know, Tubasi Sugabot. Luzuko, ever born and bred in Cape Town, my boy.
Yes, sir.
All the way in Georgia right now, cooking. And we've got my brother here at the show. And I appreciate you for being here, bro.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Playground Chat episode 24, bro. What you gotta say?
Appreciate it, brothers. Guys, one thing I want to tell you guys. The gents held me down nicely, Zola. Came through to Cape Town.
What's good?
They're like, nah, let's rock the derby. Ish. And you know, I didn't know that I'm surrounded by Pirates fans. I'm thinking, I'm gonna get, a few Chiefs fans. Only to know that and find out that it's Pirates fans. It's Gama Kepul. Hey, it was the worst, but the best experience, guys. Skomla and Gwalanga, Kaslamakasi. Tango. Anyways, guys, for those who don't know me, you still know me, but get to know me now. Mr. Flex of many languages, and I'm in the best sportscast in the land.
Let's go, he's on it.
What's
He's
good?
here, he's here, he's
Let's
here.
rock.
Let's rock.
Yeah, bro.
Just to start it off with some kickbacks. Like I watched the last episode and I feel like niggas are hitting me on some you're so angry. We're not angry, gents. I'm motivated.
It's the salt.
And Arsenal lost the game. Ooh,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's start with the with the elephant in the room. My brother, welcome to the show. We've got a segment, we're sportscast because we focus on sports, and we like sharing opinions. Sometimes people don't like it, sometimes people will, but we don't care, we do not care, we love y'all though. Shout out for the support. Thank you for 200 subscribers, bro. Hey, shout out. Thank you so much.
Normally people get a lot of views without we are getting the engagement with the subscribers, and I feel like that is amazing. It's a testament to what we've done as well. Let's take a reflection, but also what you guys mean to us. I feel like without you guys, we don't grow. This is just a game and shit.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Welcome to another episode. We're gonna go deep, no homo pause.
Yeah, this is Protex's show. This is
Disclaimer.
But I'm very eager to know more about our guest.
Yes. I had a few questions for my brother. But for the people that don't know who you are, bro, who is Luzuko?
Luzuko is the name. Luzuko Mashalaba. Being so professional now, like, hey guys, it's an interview now. This is not kidding. No, but guys, Luzuko born and bred in the Western Cape, Kuksika Slum 7750. But I grew up, that side of Echozi, I've been flung around many provinces. Hence I'm so fluent in 9 languages,
Wow.
So I've been exposed to different environments, different cultures, different ways of living, Abantu, man. That teaches you a lot. So that is who I am. I'm there. You can box me in and say, because people will be like, yo, you look like this, you're not your cheese boy, but then I confuse them. I always say, confuse the enemy. Looks are deceiving, don't judge a book by its cover. You understand? So that's who I am, man.
Shout out,
I love being with people. I love being around a setup where we're having fun. We've got a lot of problems in life, dog. Let's just relax, have fun. You understand? So man, that's who I am, man.
Yeah, bro. Thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for that.
We really appreciate you. We're a small channel. We still trying to grow.
Guys, I'm not
to have no.
Not small,
Hey,
don't doubt me.
we growing, bro. We growing.
Yeah, just say you're growing. You're not small. Just say you're growing.
Okay, we are growing channel.
Tango.
Shout out for coming to the show.
Appreciate
As
it,
my brother. I feel like that's That just shows how authentic you are, you know. Niggas switch up when they make it or things happen.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when things happen, people switch up. So it's kind of sad that we have to see relationships, between friends and homies and stuff like that happen.
Yeah.
So to my next question,
How did you guys form the bandana?
Yo, that's tricky. That's the thing about it, bro, because we didn't form any gang or any clique. You guys formed it outside. Because think about it, bro. We inside, you guys are outside. We don't know anything. We don't have a phone number, one. Yeah. Secondly, we just thinking, oh, okay, we good. Not knowing that you guys are out here forming cliques for us. Yeah. You understand? But just to answer your question, bro, I think it was a thing of people saw me associate with people. I'm a person who's always with people. Dog. I'm neutral. I even said on the show that I'm neutral. I'm not in a clique. I'm this male and indot. You understand? And I don't know how people misconstrued it, but I know for a fact that I've been neutral and I'm always neutral. And if I get with your vibe, I get with it. Yeah, but if I'm going to get a brother in that house or a sister in that house, then fade we on, we rock. But I can't control what people think and people want to, create. Now I understand. But I mean, after I came out, bro, we coming out, seeing we trending. And they're like, hey, you guys are trending. I'm like, okay, for what? Like, no, Bandana Boys. Like, hey, what the heck? Okay, what's going on? What's going on with the Bandana Boys? Like, what's the new Bandana Boys? Yeah. First of all, I can't be bandana. Yeah, but the only time I wore bandana, bro, it was when we did the Robertson Spice the game. Yeah. So I'm coming out, they're like Bandana Boys. I'm like, how did I enter in that? Hey, now you're getting things like, no, apparently they wanted us on a plate, bro. Sibafuna one by one. Bro, people were so elated when we got evicted. Like, they wanted the four of us, actually. Yeah, so.
But just so sorry.
Yeah, easy doesn't matter.
Do you think being the villain?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a role I like to play, but I'm a villain. You know what I mean? Yeah, the superhero can win at the end, but I'm gonna torment him all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like with going on Big Brother or Survivor, I think the real winners are the villains, even though they get evicted quickly.
True.
But you win afterwards because they love that villainous nature.
Yeah. Just to get to your point, bro, I get what you're saying because people want content. As a villain, you're going to bring content. As a superhero, you're not. But it also depends what type of element of a villain that you're going to bring. Because it could be toxic and people might not like it and hate you like we don't want this person. But it could be proper that people are like, okay, yeah, he was bad, but we like it. That's what we want. Because that's the end of the day. That's what people want. You get it, So, I mean, being the villain, it's not too shabby, to be honest. It just depends on how you utilize it. Yeah, we understand.
Are you going to be the Joker or are you going to be Bane?
You understand?
But now, on to that question, right? When you came outside, did you face any type of, backlash or anything like that?
Crazy backlash, bro. Like, it went to the extent where they were even swearing my mother, they were swearing me, they were telling me, like, nonsensical-ish, bro. Like, you're useless and stuff. But, the first day, obviously, because I was in shock. When I went in there, I didn't expect I'm going to be hated. To be honest, I went there with my confidence that I'm going there to be loved. But I also told myself, you know what? Yes, you'll be loved by a majority, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to love you. There's going to be a minority that's going to hate on you. You're not money. Not everyone's going to love you. You get it? So for me, the first day, it hit me. But I was like, nah, run it back. We have it. What you have to do right now and understand is that you're in the space now. You're a public figure. Whatever you do, whether you do good, you do bad, people are going to have something to say. They're going to hate something, bro. You understand? You get it?
You know what I mean? That's like, for me, I've been relaying that to Kuma, like, I've been saying, like, niggas, if they hate it, especially with niggas. If niggas is hating, you're You know what I mean? Because niggas don't know enough to just hate, which means they know you. They know you enough to
That's deep. That's deep.
That's
bro.
hard.
That is deep, yo.
All the time.
Yeah.
I'm saying, the hands will always know. They'll be the first to be on something. But if the niggas now know of you, because it goes to the hands, then those niggas will inform, then niggas. When it gets to niggas, they automatically like, man, who tell you to buy? But now they have to watch you in order to break you down, right?
Yeah.
They now have to look at your moves and be like, I'm just going, oh, well, got you. You know what I mean? That's what I've realized with niggas. I also had that complex. when I make music, I get comments sometimes like, well, why are they listening to him?
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I was like, let me look at myself. If I'm saying why they're listening to him, that means there's something about me that's like niggas we don't look at it in a way like objectively. We look at things and there must be a trick in this. We want to find the trick. But yeah,
Definitely. And just sorry to interject, my brother, just to attest to what you're saying, bro. Like, I always say that it's the hate that fuels your drive. That's another thing that was like, okay, you're getting the hate, let it fuel you. Now the game is outside, we're pushing now, and the hate will still be there, but it fueled me. You know, it built the character. We're outside. No, that's why I always say the game is over, dog. And you're still hating on me. We're moving now. Like,
remember that song? Look at me now.
Yeah, it's a real, you know, it's a real. Lega. You get?
Nah, Raji, that's a solid one.
Yeah.
Question about that. Like, how does one like, you know, prepare themselves for that situation? Like, how does one say, look, I'm going to this and I'm gonna audition. Do you audition being yourself? I think being yourself is obviously the obvious one.
Yeah.
I think that's why they pick you out. But is there something that we are missing that needs to happen for you to be out there? Like, what is the secret weapon to be selected? Because a lot of people I know
apply though.
Yeah.
A lot of people apply.
Yeah.
Thousands.
And I know a lot of niggas who
are. You know
what I mean? And a lot of niggas are being, some niggas that we know have the personality, maybe, you know, how do I help somebody just to participate and have fun? You know?
Yeah.
I look at Big Brother as like, the way that the next cool people show up. Every time it comes up, we now know the cool guy. You know?
Yeah.
And it's because of the way they live their life. So there's nothing fake about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's the secret?
For me, I won't say it's a secret. It might sound not in the colleague layer, you know, but that's how it is. Be real. I was myself, bro. I told myself, I'll give you guys an example. So before I entered, you know, like when you're preparing and everything, I was like, okay, I'm going with the strategy. Yeah, bro. And now obviously with the strategy, you have to okay, but to me, I was like, if I go in there with a certain strategy, I might get lost in the sauce. Because now I'm going to be programmed about, oh no, I need to do this. Oh, the strategy said about do this. Now you did it the wrong way. So I was like, nah, man. On the day when we were entering, I was like, nah, cut it. Just be yourself, bro. People are going to fall in love with who you are, the qualities that you have. Because at the end of the day, you're blessed with lit qualities. So use those qualities, and those things will rock with you. Auditioning, bro, same thing. Just be yourself, sell yourself. This is who I am. Be yourself there. Don't try and be now professional. Nah. That's where you're going to lose the plot. Just be yourself. As long as it's not going to be things that are be out of line. You understand? Yeah.
Don't be too much.
Too much, yes.
But let me just double down on that. But don't you think the niggas that are too much also get the notoriety to blow off?
They do, definitely. Hence I'm saying that if you're going to be real and you know that you're controversial, you're going to get in there. Because remember, they're going to balance the equation. They're going to get an introvert, they're going to get extroverts, they're going to get someone who's in between. You understand? So just be yourself. Sell yourself. In everything that you do. When you're getting in the boardroom, you have to sell your business plan. So sell yourself. This is what I bring to the table, and this is me. You know, it's as real as it gets, bro.
Talking about selling yourself, not like that. We're going to talk about the format.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, how did we get there? How did we get there?
He's always there, bro.
Oh.
He's always there. This thing is always there.
Into the format.
So that's where he's flowing at, basically. That's his line.
That's his line, dog.
Oh.
Always on
Yes.
Bro, chill.
Jesus.
I'm chilled. That's what y'all were talking about. I'm chilling.
Anyways, and then you came in, you were exposing yourself.
My grandma was like, she watched one of the episodes and I said, Jesus. And she said, why is it only Jesus who gets disrespected?
Ooh.
That was deep. So now.
So what you gonna say now?
Yeah,
let's respect. Yeah, let's respect.
No, bro. No, do not. Nah. So let's say chill out, bro.
Nah, but who's those niggas?
I don't know.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Again.
No.
Let's.
No, but like now that I'm talking about it, people, there's two. But anyway, Go on.
You want to spill the beans,
Hey,
bro.
bro.
Nah, you want to spill the
Hey,
beans,
nah,
bro.
true, bro.
It's a saying. We listen, we don't judge, bro. We don't judge, bro. We listen.
Listen, there's only one group of people that, not group of people, there's only one situation I had.
That nigga said a group of
and-
people.
Let's go.
Yo, so first segment that we're going to is some news. Some news that we need to talk about right now. First up I have right here is an unfortunate black man, Kagiso Rabada.
Hey.
Kagiso Rabada is in a pickle. The SACA statement highlighted that the bowler returned after testing positive for a banned substance. And Rabada confirmed on Saturday that the substance was a recreational drug. So what do you guys have to do about
Can I-
this? What-
can I-
You confirmed.
He confirmed this.
Wait, so which means wait. So
I don't know,
Can't be marijuana.
So-
Marijuana is no longer a banned substance.
bro.
Wait.
Rabada went to white kids to school. Yeah.
Wait, my question. Quick question. So he got all the samples. B, A,
No,
everything.
it's A.
A.
It's
It's only A.
But he's admitted to taking a recreational drug. So is there?
What if he was coerced? What if he was coerced?
He's saying he took it.
He
What if
said
it was
he
go-
took it
He
as
should
a
have said he's coerced.
recreational
That's what
drug.
he should
You know,
have
you never say when you're coerced, you're not gonna say it.
Why?
Well, so are you gonna say like right now I've been coerced to be on the sports class?
Yeah, you're right.
Like who's
You're
gonna
right.
say it like bluntly? But I've been coerced.
Because this nigga has never done this shit before.
You understand?
But
And he's
Okay.
been. So are they implying that the reason why he was performing so well is because he's been taking these performance
No,
enhancements?
but it's not performance enhancements. They're saying it's recreational.
yes.
Then that's Mary Jane, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Mary Jane is no longer banned substance. in
Yes.
sport.
So it's fine.
Oh, I'm thinking, okay.
Or ecstasy.
The other
or
ones.
Heroin. It's one of those ones. But it's one of those ones.
That's
And-
crazy.
And the strange thing is like, if he's admitting to it, there's no need for a PP sample. And like you
Yeah,
said,
no, it makes
this is how I
sense.
know the man who couldn't who's Kelly.
Damn. The man told on
Hayi
himself.
boy. Akho mshito zozixela.
I think-
Hayi ndizixele. Hayi
It's a strategy, man. I think he has it
We are
under the
bigger.
bag. When it's like, it's a recreational drug, when they ask, it's marijuana. Oh, I beat the charges.
No, but some marijuana is no longer a banned substance.
I don't know.
So you cannot say it's a banned substance when it's not. You get me? You can't say, okay, because what happened is, you know that sprinter, Sharika Richardson,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
the
yes.
American,
Yeah.
she didn't go to the Olympics because they said marijuana was a banned substance.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a banned substance to, does it enhance your performance?
Oh.
And then the scientists started doing more research and like, nah, yes, it might help you concentrate, but so will this.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, it
Actually-
might help you, but so will this.
I don't want to be controversial, ne? But I'll say it with my chest. Don't you guys think there's an element of color?
Yes,
yeah, obviously, it's in
You
there.
know?
you can't be the, he's about to
Even
be
if he's-
Thursday. He's about to support
Oh,
Thursday
sheesh. At a very young age also.
He's gonna still play 5 years.
Jeez. Oh, so, hey, you think so?
You hit the on the ding dong jackpot.
Pot.
nigga.
Yeah, that's where we were going. We always go there.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
And people know it, bro. Like, it's not controversial. People know it. Like, abantu bayayazi, we're just oblivious to it.
Yeah.
So, yes, but certain elements, we're not saying bad, but kukho ezinye izinto, the way you look at it, you're like, this wasn't it, but okay.
I'm gonna caveat to something. You know what the Shannon Sharp situation?
Yeah, with the OnlyFans models.
Like,
50
I
million.
heard another tape.
Sue.
He was about to get $100 million deal.
Oh.
And when you're a black man being in that position, there's only one guy in that position, is Joe Rogan. Now they're gonna put somebody in that position, and he doesn't. Oh, okay, so it irritates me because it's obvious. Shannon Sharp, she's 19-year-old. She's a what? OnlyFans model. She didn't want to take 10 million and walk away.
What are you saying?
She's an OnlyFans model. She gets naked for cash apps.
Yes. I hear your point. So, Patu, what are you getting to?
So my point is, these situations are common for the black athlete.
Oh, you have
So
to
there's
go
a common-
through something like this.
That's when they kill you. This is the end for Shannon Sharp. This is the end for Rabada. Not because he's not going to be able to come back and play. He's going to play, but he's always going to be the guy that does cocaine.
That stigma.
Shannon Sharp is going to come back in that, but he's always going to be the guy who fucks 19-year-old models. But that 19-year-old model was getting naked for $19 on the Cash app, and all of a sudden, offering her 10 million, and she says no. Are you saying that's not it's not perpetuated? Those guys.
I see what
that's
you mean.
where I'm going.
I see what you mean. Because if it was a thing, it could have blown out before Shannon Sharp was getting the 100 million. I get what you say.
Also,
how it's
even like that, it's like this hand. She takes $19 to get naked. You're offering her 10 million and she doesn't take it.
and she doesn't take it.
It's obvious something's wrong here.
I hear you.
Because I mean, 10M, $19, come on. It's a no-brainer.
Chalk.
You understand?
50K.
So that's when I realized that there's something up with like, and also black athletes, niggas, like leave the snowflakes alone.
Leave the snow bunnies.
Let's leave the snow.
Snowflakes alone. Bro.
Cocaine. No. See.
You know what?
No.
It's crazy. It's always the nigga's downfall. What's that nigga was actor on Avenger, the new superhero?
Ooh.
What's that black nigga who was being chased by a white woman in the street and he
Lamchi.
yeah. You're running away from there.
Yo, nah, bro. Yeah, guys.
So why is always the cricketers and the rugby players? How do these?
Because it's a white sport.
Anyway, it's crazy.
Controversy alert. No, but you speaking facts, bro. It's the truth, you know. Yeah.
It's the snow bunny that they didn't want. Now she still wants to be the king.
When he says they.
And she has to
when he says they means the other
and
good
one
guys.
thing.
That guy, he thinks white honeys are better than black honeys because they're white. We live in that situation. Where do you play rugby? If you want to be a rugby player, where do you go to school?
Power boys.
Or
Great college.
Bishops. No.
The list, the list continues.
yeah. So the white boys that are getting you are on scholarship, you're fine. The white boys that are paying to be there, what are they smashing?
The prettiest white girls.
Saying about the Johan.
No.
They take them, they deteriorate them to the point where they help them.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Hey, yeah.
People did, bro. It's crazy that all of us went to like white schools. That's shut up.
I know.
That's how you get exposed to it. That's how you get to know. Because if you didn't go, you wouldn't know.
And
you know.
also, like, I also say to niggas, especially black guys, I tell them, if you're going to take a child to that school, you need to teach your child to be the biggest, most straight in the world. So that everything that these niggas say, he's going to slap a boy and get in trouble. Then the one day he gets in trouble, he will never have to go to the principal's office again. Because all of the bullies go, in toilet, those niggas are going to come back. You're going to go to the say someone's a toilet.
And more
we are against bullying. Shout out, no bullying. We're not on that. He got bullied and he fought.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying we don't appreciate bullying.
My kid goes to, my kid is involved.
Oh, yeah.
So the first day that he came to my mom normally handles that stuff because I'm not good at it. So my mom's like, she handles it. But then the one time she told me I knew. Oh, it's me. I'm there. I was there the next day. See, I went to meeting with the principal and other boys' father. Then I switched on the boys' father. If your boy ever, I'm going to smash the food.
That's what you do, bro.
Because I see the bullying here. Each time I feel something I see, like, you know why they like him, like I feel arrogant. Maybe through the high school, I was a bit older than me. Sandy, tell me about him.
On to the next news. Harry Kane finally
But we knew he was going to win.
wins his first ever, one only ever. He's never won any. This is his first trophy. So Shout out to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Looking at either Tottenham situation where last time they got to a final, they sacked Jose Mourinho, who usually wins finals. Now they are in a, let's say 95% of the time. And they're now going to another final. And Harry Kane winning a title. Do you think that plays a role to Tottenham winning this title? Because that's going to be crazy. If Tottenham wins one, I mean, if Kane wins a trophy,
This is white niggas, no voodoo shit.
No, but Kane is no longer associated with Tottenham. So.
yeah, no, come on, man.
Put it there, bro. Like,
Come on, bro.
right now, he won as a hurricane. There's no thing about, oh, because I was associated with Tottenham. Nah, that's in the past. We're in the prison now.
No one talks about Eric Dyer.
Yeah, no. Look, there's only
But
one.
also, but you also remember, I mean, Eric Dyer, Hurricane.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand. You
That's what
understand.
that's what I'm getting
What
to.
I'm saying
That's
is, why is it going to be voodoo stuff for Harry Kane
no.
and not Eric Dyer being in his
Okay, I get where I get.
No. What I'm saying to you is like, basically, how do you feel for Harry Kane now? Finally, he's like a lift off his shoulders. Like, wow, finally a trophy. Fuck. Now, do I aim for the Champions League? Is it too late for me? Like, am I out of time? What is happening?
I think one thing I've realized about coaching and being with players. Players are selfish. Let me tell you the honest truth.
Please elaborate, bro.
Players
Elaborate.
are selfish.
How so?
So, a player will choose being the top goal scorer or the Ballon d'Or winner over winning the World Cup.
Because it's a personal thing.
Actually. That's why I respect, like when I was a player, I wanted to be the best as a player. Every age that I had, I was being the best as a player. Regardless of how it made anyone else feel. Right?
Yeah.
Now, these kids are doing it the same.
No.
You know? They're doing it the same, but they're doing it in a way that's a bit like, how do I put it? So they go like this. My kids, right? I have a situation in my team where we found out other kids, one of our kids, some of our kids are playing for an opposition team because they play friendly. For example.
That's weird.
Now, for me, it's like a footballer, if he doesn't see it as being weird, he doesn't see the fact that when he's going to play there, he will say, Mamela man, 18 against same century. And if he says that, it now gives the opposition the edge to know exactly what I'm trying to do here.
Yes. Okay.
How many days are wrong with Romero? Since 18. Unwittingly in his mind, you know, people are on the UK playing, but by him fixing other players, when he can play.
Clean.
Loyalty.
That's ammunition.
And
Ammo.
I think I don't know how to like put it properly, but if players is disloyal, is only loyal to themselves. And it's okay. But also we need to be aware to that. I feel like I'm going back to circling back. Harry Kane, it's just a trophy. Yeah, finally you won a league, but he didn't win the golden boot. It's scratching on his balls. He wants to win that.
But
I saw Trent Arnold in an interview, and Carragher asked him, would you rather be the captain of Liverpool and win the Champions League?
Yeah, I saw that.
What did he say?
Win the Ballon d'Or.
Thank you.
But one thing I can say is that Harry, as much as he wanted personal achievements, I mean that's obvious. We all want personal achievements, you know.
Yeah.
He was always there for the collective cause. Because think about it, he should have left Spurs a long time ago, but he chose to stay. Because why? For the love of the team. I love Spurs. I want Spurs to win. I want to make history with Spurs. As much as I'm going to get my history, greatest goal scorer, you name it, Ballon d'Or and everything, but I need the team to win as well. So we can all be part of the success. That's one thing I respect about Kane. That's why he tried, bro. He tried. And I'll be controversial. The owners messed it up for him. Big time.
Levy.
Big time. Even till this day, look at how Spurs is now. Spurs was on a trajectory. Now they're going back down.
They're gonna go
and
back
also
up?
Southward. They're going to go back up and then up. Mourinho. How they fight Mourinho?
On the final.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, also, Spurs, to show what you were speaking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
You said Spurs financially they know what they're doing, which is the truth. They've got the biggest stadium,
Yeah,
Best facilities.
best, bro.
and they just hosted a boxing match
Oh yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, right?
Even
But it
NFL.
wasn't on the pitch that you play on
Mm.
because there were 3 layers of it.
It's
How
like
does
it's
a
like
team
it's like
Spurs-
Benabao, dog. Nip
Yeah, how does
Benabao,
a team like Spurs achieve that? Because Daniel Levy didn't care about reinvesting; they cared about growing Tottenham Hotspur's brand.
They're more
And I want you to go
business.
deeper in that, like you were saying earlier.
Like I was saying, like everything gets messed up at the top. One thing about owners, I'm not an owner, but I will be soon. But anyways,
Shout out.
like just to give you, you know, when you invested in football, you look at all the aspects in
Yeah.
But okay, you're not going to look at surface. But okay, my team is winning, my team is losing. You look where the problem is. Where was the cancer? One thing about owners, they're business minded.
Yes.
And their business mind, some of them, they don't have that football mind to it.
Yeah.
That's why I respect till this day Roman Abramovich.
Yeah.
I respect him, as controversial as it is, but Abramovich was an owner who was football minded.
Yeah.
Yes, he had the money, he had his nonsense on the side, but the football, the team came first. Even the era in United, when United still had Sir Alex. That era, when we call Sir David Gill.
Yes, girl.
If you remember that time, yes, the Glazers
Whatever
were,
it took for Sir Alex to get the player,
Yeah.
You understand?
or the tools that he needed to do
the
it.
Glazers were there, they were messing up, but they stood their ground. They were like, no.
That's what we do here.
This is what we do here. I'm a serial winner, and this is what we need to become a dynasty. That's how United became a dynasty. So everything starts at the top. Once it crumbles at the top, the bottom is a mess. You get it?
But why do you think Daniel Levy is still allowed to be at the top? Like, I want you to
Yeah.
explain that, like the business.
The business.
Like, I'm trying to say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, this guy's built the biggest stadium, the best. He's
It's,
got the best stadium.
it's financial.
It's fire.
It's
How
fine.
does
It's
he do
fine.
it? It's because he's got a finance. Like, it's like what I always say to people. Why did Florentino Perez, whenever he wanted to get elected in Madrid, he won? Because he promises things that happen the same way he promises to build things in his personal capacity in his business that happens. You tend to trust the business guy. Like you were saying, Mutsepe, Khosa, even here in Latin, these are niggas who know how to run a business.
Clean.
Cheaper beggars. I'm gonna make a smaller example, but cheaper with other security company, there's no cheaper United. And as controversial as him firing managers, it works for him.
Sorry to interject, bro. Even going back, Cape Town City committees.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Business guy.
Business guys.
Stellenbosch.
You understand? From Ajax days, if you remember.
They coming.
Stellenbosch.
They coming.
Stellenbosch is the worst, the biggest, the worst. I
They
don't need to say
coming.
worst. He's the worst business guy.
Why?
Uban? Oh, because
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a presidential. Bro, this
It's
it's
cartel.
too it's too
controversial.
Yeah, it's.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
If you are a football club and your main sponsor is owned by the owner of your club, you are a plastic club. The same way Batu.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who owns that?
I don't know.
Batubuto.
You talking about the
Sundowns.
sponsor Sundowns? Is that a funeral?
Who owns it?
Who's that?
I don't know. I don't know anything
What's
about
happening?
it.
The other guys I'm talking about. Who owns it?
Wait, Batubutu.
Oh yeah, Motaba owns
Oh,
it.
Oh, flip.
Oh, whoa.
What is that?
It's his own.
Is it a funeral
It's a
parlor
business.
or it's a
I don't
business?
know what business it is.
I
It's
thought
a funeral
I thought
parlor,
it's a
but-
funeral parlor. Oh, it is.
Well, I don't know what it
I
is,
thought
but
it's a funeral parlor.
Yeah, do a quick Google search.
dial 33415 hash to get your closest funeral plan. They'll hit you up. What's it called?
Batu, isn't Batubutu? Yeah,
Batubutu,
Batubutu, yeah.
It's a separate owned or conglomerate.
Batu. It's not even online, bro.
No, it's a brand.
Nigga, it's not even online. Batubutu.
It is Sundowns main
Sundowns
sponsor.
main sponsor,
Yeah.
shirt sponsor.
Okay.
Like Snapdragon.
Yeah, I know what sponsors
Yeah.
are.
By the way,
It's a clean t-shirt.
glory, Man United.
Except when you search Batubutu, yeah, Sundowns, it does not show anything. So it shows Batu
You
sneakers.
bad
No,
sneakers.
Upatu.
No,
Okay.
Batubutu is
No,
funeral
Batu.
plans.
Exactly. So
But
listen,
Kaza.
listen.
Yeah.
It does not prove what I'm saying.
Yeah. Why do people not search these things?
How can you, your main sponsor that?
Oh, I found it. It's on Facebook.
No. Grr, grr, grr. Aye.
I said, do your research.
I
must see
again.
I must
We
are out of this information.
Yeah.
Stop. Keeping it at that.
Hey,
You got that.
At least Khosa doesn't sponsor Pirates. At least
Junior.
Motaung.
But also you must remember with them from NSL, if you remember, Khosa, Motaung, if you remember back in the day, NSL, they were the big dogs championing sponsorship for the NSL. So they know a brand, how to build the brand.
The
So they
PSL
know
is
it.
built from them.
You get them.
They-
They are the pioneers,
That's
the fathers.
Imagine like your biggest rival, right? And you have the opportunity to vote against him being the president of the league. And you say, nah, I'm voting for him.
Because I said it.
Because this nigga made it opportunity for Chiefs to be like this. This thing was like, we need sponsors in the league,
Yeah.
we need broadcast in the league, and it changed everything. I remember the first time I went to watch a derby. Elbow.
Let's not get there. But okay, you can finish.
Let's move. Let's move.
Time. This one is a bit personal because we are from Cape Town and there is a lot of Germans in Cape Town currently. I don't know if they stay here or they live here. There's a difference. But anyways,
They can't live. Legally, they can't live.
So they visitors, basically. They visitors.
Chill. Hey, no hate.
Yeah.
That was an inside joke.
Okay.
Then what they do is, they go.
Hey,
Do not do it.
Wait, yeah.
Bundesliga Giants Stuttgart are in Cape Town. Real Madrid was just in Cape Town the last day.
Is it Spain also, bro? No?
Yeah. Wait.
Is it Spain with Stuttgart so that they know?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get into it.
An academy in Cape.
Yes, I'm gonna get into
But it's a
it.
top academy. I'll tell you why they're different than Stuttgart. But yeah, let's go.
They better than Stuttgart.
Why they do what they do is better than that.
Grassroots football.
3 weeks ago, they were at Zikufle Primary School in a different reality where feeding scheme assisted with filling bellies. This past week in Camp Bay during the school break, it was sensitizing children about their realities on life and the Cape Flats. Mashalaba David started playing football at around 11 years old for the NPO Oasis based in Sharpkraal. She was the Zikufle training camp hosted by VFB Stuttgart. This was the organization like Oasis gave us support before the after-school kids to who don't have parents and other children whose parents are on drugs. So this initiative is a club from Germany, Stuttgart, is starting a development.
That's cool.
They're doing a development scheme in Camps Bay in Cape Town, taking kids from drug-affiliated families and just bringing them into football. Not affiliated, you know what I mean? Using. Also affiliated.
Affiliating.
Exactly. But involved, yeah. But anyways, but yeah, this I wanted to like have this conversation because like it's a little bit. This scheme is like I don't trust it because cool, there are kids that are on drugs and on the streets and all that, but we do have academies in South Africa for that, you know. Cook. Let him land.
In the kitchen, my nigga. Cook.
We know what you guys, you Germans, are doing. We're very aware of the leaving the country for one day and coming back and restarting in 90 days. We're very aware that
Had to be said.
we're very aware that we cannot afford to stay in Cape Town because of health. We are aware. And I want us to start that with that said. Stuttgart is copying Real Madrid, but they're doing it in a German way, methodical. They know what the end goal is. But I don't think it's a new thing. I don't know if you know there's an academy called Young Bafana
Yeah.
in Strand, a big academy that's got it's producing big, but it's terminal. Housemate FC. When Klopp was coming on quote unquote holiday to Cape Town, he was at Housemate FC.
That's wild.
No, it's true, and he donated so much. How can our real clubs with real problems navigate in this situation? You know, it's not only for the football clubs, but for general people. Like for me, I want to live in a suburb when I think maybe I should be able to afford it. If I lived in Jersey, I would be able to afford it. If I lived in Jersey, I'd probably be living in Randburg. You know?
You'll be alright.
Easily.
Even in Midrand, bro, you
Yeah,
can
that's
live.
it.
You just need
Easily
to find.
alright,
Yeah.
easily alright. But in Cape Town, if you look at comparatively the prices, it's like,
I had, sorry to interject, my brother. I had a conversation on the flight here, and I spoke with someone. He's from KZN. Yeah, bro. He was like, he wants to relocate to Joburg, and I said to him, "Is it because of the cost of living?" He was like, "It's crazy," and I was like to him, "You know why? A Hollywood star is gonna buy a house, a Camp Space, just a typical example. Price goes up. You understand? Another one's gonna come. Brad Pitt's gonna come. If they all come, the price goes up. Demand, you know, and they know that we're closing off Oban, the
Broke niggas.
the minority in there.
But
And
we
then
were
it's like-
No, hence I'm saying in the minority. Yes, we're the majority, but to them, we're the minority, if you think about it.
Yeah, they don't
Because
care about it.
they carry everything.
financial man-
Financial muscle, you get it. So, and going
It
back,
goes back to, like I said,
Yeah.
that Stellenbosch thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Seven was
Who owns
buying the
Stellenbosch?
stadium. They can do whatever they want.
Who owns Stellenbosch? What you
Rupert,
say?
bro. Rupert and
Johan.
Oppenheimers.
Johan Rupert.
and where are they? Probably in England.
It's over. No, it's
Nah,
over. Stellenbosch Mafia is over. So we're saying like, how to, just quickly go past it.
Yeah,
We're saying that it needs to be level.
Yeah.
And it's
let's
not.
level the
It
ground.
needs to level the ground, bro, because
Definitely.
And that's what the government is supposed to be trying to do. But I don't know if you guys know about the SAFA and what they did about the high-performance center.
what do they do?
With the high-performance center, they were supposed to build opposite SAFA House.
Let me
There's
tell
a-
you.
See Safa House,
Sea
yeah.
World,
See
whatever,
Palma,
whatever.
see, yeah.
That place, they bought that place in the 2010 money, right? They bought that place on the 2010 money legacy to create a high-performance institute,
Wow.
right?
Great idea.
But
And
execution,
then they went to go, the DA niggas went to go take pictures of the high-performance institute.
And then?
Go on.
Oh, there's nothing.
hence I'm saying,
What you expect?
hence I'm saying execution.
What do you expect?
Execution.
We're in just another way.
Imali ka 2010, yaphela ngo 2010 on the 25th of December.
I mean, there was a series on Netflix with
About the money.
Yeah, the money.
I saw it.
I didn't like, I mean,
It
it was laid down on the
How
table,
they
but
used
this is how it was
Mandela,
used.
How they used money, how they bribed.
And even before the World Cup,
Yeah, they
how
bribed.
everything from the bid.
Before
Let's
it got here.
They
Yeah,
bribed the bid.
from the bid, bro.
They lost the last bit because they heard that you need to bribe other officials to vote for you. You don't bribe FIFA. You bribe the other guys who are voting.
And you see, the nice thing about these comments is that we're saying things that are on TV.
Yes,
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
So
they know
you got-
exactly.
they know exactly what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
We're not
yeah.
making anything up, you know.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, bro.
Topic.
So that's about it on the news. Kagiso, I hope you stop coke, bro, if you allegedly doing it. But I'll do some more shocking results. We've got only one shocking result. But it's not shocking to me. Arsenal loses to Bournemouth 2-1.
Wait. What do you call it?
Arsenal.
No.
There's no Arsenal in them.
What is it?
Arsenal.
That's why. The bottlers.
S now.
Number 2. What you were saying about the 2?
I was saying Arsenal will always be the bridesmaid. Remember, I said they will be number 2.
That is wild.
The next league, someone else is gonna win, but they'll be number 2. The next league, when Man City falls off, Arsenal will be right there. Yeah, Liverpool just won the league. Get out of here. I am Arsenal fans. Like the reason why I get so angry is that Arsenal fans that are around me, when they beat Real Madrid, they were coming to me saying, "Hey, how's Champions League? It's Madrid.
Wins the Champions League.
That unless the Arsenal, I give Madrid last time.
Still
Remember
without.
Sito? Then I give Madrid last time. Now I check Barcelona a week. I check Barcelona a week.
But look, let's look at this game. Nah? What do you think about the game? He's played probably not his starting lineup in that game, prepping for Champions League
For
game.
who?
He's prepping the second leg for the
For
PSG.
who? What's the starting lineup for Arsenal against Bournemouth, though?
I
What are
don't
we
know.
talking
I didn't
about?
see. I didn't see. Let me check.
No,
Okay,
I'm
but
just
to
saying.
be honest,
Let me
Even
see.
if it's the
Be honest
best
with
on
me.
the bench.
Let me see.
To be honest with
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
the results not surprising. Bournemouth, I know,
A good
they
side.
always pull
Yeah,
up,
they're good.
especially when it comes to the big guns.
Big games, yeah.
They know that this is where we show up and we show
Yeah.
off. You understand? Secondly, Arteta, so probably we lost the league. Not probably, we lost the league. Let's focus on the Champions League. I doubt they're going to win it though, but kudos to them.
Oh, this was Arsenal's first team.
What else? Let's see.
Trossard, middle, Gabriel Martinelli on the side, Saka, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Lewis Kelly, Kivio, Saliba, White, Raya. This is Arsenal's first
No, those are the big guns.
Yeah, this I'm
That is the
surprised. That's at home also on top of that. I mentally
I can relate to
do you
that.
know what I can say
As a
about what's
United
gonna
fan.
happen? Jinga, do you know what I can tell you about what's gonna happen? The problem is pressure for Arsenal. I think Arsenal are in the first leg, as I said, PSG relentless in fucking attack.
At the Emirates even. That's where I saw.
You cannot breathe against that attack. Ne? And as I said, Kunjinga, the only problem I have with PSG, I watch them. There's even the possessions, that everything stat wise, it's landing 100% on the PSG.
But
But not finishing. That's where I feel there is the problem. There's okay. Now we go back to game 1 of the first leg. Arsenal lost the main guy in the whole series.
Thomas
Partey
Partey,
was
yeah.
playing every single match in Champions League, and they were playing
just to
move it.
That was a dumb move he did.
No,
Unnecessary.
it
No, that
wasn't
was
a
dumb.
move. It wasn't a move. He got a yellow in Madrid for talking, and then he
That
got-
is dumb, bro.
Yeah, he was stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
hence I'm
suspended.
saying it's a dumb move, bro.
Yeah, he
Come
was
on,
stupid.
Showing
like,
He was
yourself as
stupid.
an
Like,
important player.
you
Yes,
understand
yes,
that?
it
Like,
was
come
stupid.
on, bro. That was dumb.
Was
And you know that you, the engine, fit. You control everything, conduct, and then you come pull such a dumb move.
Yeah.
So
At
for
the
me-
wee stages of the Champions
Yeah.
League, get out of here.
So what I'm saying is,
Yeah, true.
for what you have said about PSG, yeah, I don't see Arsenal beating PSG
I
at
know.
PSG.
You know why?
Also for the pressure.
When I look
and-
at the way that PSG build an attack,
yeah,
right? I can see what they're going to do to you, and they do it. And there's nothing Arsenal can do to stop it. They will score again. It's gonna be tough. It's the same way like Barcelona. I keep saying. I say to niggas, Barcelona are the best attack in the league in the world. Niggas are like, nah, you're just because they come from the academy. Coming from the academy doesn't mean you're not great. If you look at Mufukeng, you look at Kocha, you look at these are guys from the academy. I know I'm making a heavy analogy, but Messi came from the academy.
Yes.
Lamine came from the academy. But they say what they say to me. They say Lamine, but he came from the academy. You can't say he's the best attacker in the world. I say, yeah.
What?
Look at it.
Who said that?
Look at it.
No, come on.
Remember in the
Come
car.
on.
He's the best.
He's cooking right now.
Just because he's from the academy, I was like, nigga, this is the best. You're talking about the best winger in the world. You give him the ball to solve the problem.
And he
Other
does, bro.
teams need a coach to solve every single problem.
Lamine is creative.
Yes.
He will find a way. Ask yourself why Lamine. They will take out everyone, but he will stay on the pitch. You know Rafinha.
Yes,
They'll never take them out because they know
They'll find something.
they'll find something. And at that age, bro, having that stamina, I always said that kid is not talented. He's gifted.
Yeah.
He's gifted. Like weird way fit. He's a Messi. I don't want to say he's a Messi because we tried that with Mo fine. And this is fine.
Let the boy play.
But in terms of, I'm just saying based on the gift, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he's gifted.
It's gifted. You can see. He doesn't have to try, bro. It's natural.
He is very gifted.
But just to comment Kule way PSG and Arsenal.
Yes.
One thing I'll say is that the best engine right now, midfield, PSG.
Yeah.
And one thing to achieve Kulelo Unjira Tetayo, PSG, you'll see what they want to do and they will do it. Enrique did it with Spain. He did it with Barca. That's what you'll see. And they will do it.
This is second season.
You can't stop it. You'll see what. If you can, you can better score it. But I was
We understand? Ask yourself, Buze, the way about Utebe Tembele, evukile ngoku. Ask yourself that. I always say that the coach has an influence on the players' form. You understand? Whatever team you go to, Mbappe, got into okay, he probably was still teething and everything, but Uza better.
But also, Carlo is not a coach to motivate.
The manager.
You get it. if you got like, we understand. Enrique will tell you, except to Enrique watch what?
The first season.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you put Mbappe
In the room, yeah.
Nigga, you better run. You better run. What is this only clip that can we counterfeit with?
That's what I love about Enrique.
Mm.
That's what I love about Enrique Fetch, because akafuni superstar. You want someone who's going to be workaholic.
Yeah.
Everyone is level. Siyafana salingana Fetch. You understand? That's what I love about him. So my thing is, for me, I know that PSG loves bottom finals and everything, but I'm hoping, as a Madrista, since I was beaten by Arsenal, but Fede, I hope that PSG takes it. Because of, I love how they're a team now. There's no superstars. Like once you win a trophy and you get a chip on your shoulder based on a team effort, for me, that's wholesome. Then ba si winning in life ba uban no.
Let's move. That's it on the news. Moving on, you can take it over for PSL.
Yeah. You know my segment. My segment is the PSL.
Kobe.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Kobe, I don't want to hear this.
Nah, hold on.
I don't want to hear this.
Chiefs, I think Kansas Chiefs need to fuck you. Kansas Chiefs need to reconsider. Kansas Chiefs need to reconsider what their brand is and where they are. And I think Kansas Chiefs fans need to do the same.
Whoa.
No, y'all niggas.
No. Whoa. Listen. Listen.
The only thing beat is your dick when you're sleeping. Y'all niggas.
We don't do that. Hey, I don't want to say shit, but okay. But anyways, one thing I'll tell you, my brother, nah. One thing about Khosa alipheli moya mamela Khosa alipheli moya ningafika ezikamakipule niskepule kodwa sinikile, we gave you guys. And one thing I'll say, we gave you guys in the sense that I'm not being a sore loser. Listen, my man, I'm not being a sore loser. We gave you guys in the sense that Sinbambile. That match was leveled. Ground was leveled, bro. You guys only started dominating in the later stages.
You know why? I'll tell you.
Wait.
Continue, let him cook.
And to be honest, we ran out of steam. And you guys had the ammo. That's the one thing we don't have. Unabi needs another transfer window. He said it himself. And I saw it myself as a Chiefs fan. And I saw, if we had the ammo you guys had, that game was going to end in a draw.
But also, why didn't you look internally?
We are. The lights are there.
Are you guys saying these kids are not good enough? But in the same township, we've got own goal.
But we are. We're taking, these lightnings are coming. Look at how the academy kids are coming in the first team.
Yes, but it's not as hard as the Pirates one. Trust is like a
Okay, of course, I get you.
It's not as
I get what you mean. And
I want he's amazing.
Yes.
no, he's our cream.
Cream. Why are we bringing in like him in like Usemi
Can I tell you one thing? Can I tell you one thing, Fetu? I think this is my analogy. I think because Unabi has pressure. Yeah,
he has to play.
He has to play. You understand? Yeah. With Rivero, Polile Fetu. Like, okay, whoever's playing at the time, he's already embedded la philosophy from the academy. They know Bawenza. I feel like Rivero can just chill.
Yeah.
And they know what to do. So with us, it's still a thing of, I don't want to say building, but it's still a project. Because now it's a different builder who's there. We understand?
What I like about Nabi, I'll give you a compliment. It's the right coach for you. Like. He doesn't care about losing.
He shouldn't be sad.
He cares about fixing.
Yes. He even said, I love his post-match interviews. He's like, it's going to take time. We're going to lose, but it's going to take time. But
I know what I want.
I know what I want. And I'm going to get to that.
This sounds familiar.
No.
Let me cook.
Do not say what I said.
Let me cook. I'm not going to say that. Wait, let me cook.
No, I think it's still keeping it local.
How do you feel, bro, supporting two of the most stressful fan
I knew it was
bases of all time?
I knew it was getting there.
Yeah.
One thing
I'm going to take it there, bro.
As young as I am, diphatha high blood. Jonga ndine prescription high blood. It's stressful, bro. It is really stressful. I can tell you, like, you'll always be on the edge. Jonga la game, even Europa League game. Shout out to Maguire. Maguire, shout out to you. As much as flop and Jayam, but yeah, he pulls up. But the Europa League game with Leon at home, bro, that was clean. Garnacho messed up. He was supposed to finishing. United also finishing as better at time. Yeah. Like you can see
poor decision making.
Poor.
You guys spend 70 million. I always want to talk to United on Hoyland, and now you're throwing him out.
No, we're not, bro.
We need to persist. If
But
Chelsea
that's
are
what
persisting with Jackson, there's no way that 5 or 6 football experts saw this guy wrong.
But think about it.
Nah, bro, there's something that's going on.
But think about it. Amorim is not throwing him on the outskirts. Umfaka phakathi. And obviously, even one thing I love about Amorim, you can flop now, and he will still have your back.
Yeah.
Hoyland had a drought for the longest time. He scored with Europa, and you could see he looked at Amorim, and you could see, fetch him, thank you. Onana, same situation. That's a coach.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing they said when they came in. Because I checked the interviews of the players, Zagu Sporting. They were like, he's like a father to us. As young as he is, he's got that, I'm going to extend my hand and make sure that you're good. He's not being like, I'm going to be a strict father, you do this, you do that. Nah. And that's where you first start. Once a player gets comfortable, they're going to listen to you. But so
why couldn't he extend his hand to Rashford?
No.
Superstar mentality.
No, for that, I've never
Superstar.
spoke for Man United. But when you hear the reports, when the coach was like, I would rather play a 39-year-old goalkeeper coach on my bench than Rashford.
Tom Heaton. That is Tom Heaton.
Because Rashford thinks it's Man United's Rashford.
Superstar.
There's a difference.
Amorim says, we can be a superstar, but what's a superstar?
Show it.
Yeah.
Show it.
Do something.
He's currently knocked out of the Champions League. But continue with the PSL. I like the game.
He's going to come back to us. We'll be in the Champions League next season, so we'll get to taste the Champions League.
Yeah.
The PSL, I feel like the PSL, there's something happening in terms of Super Sport United and Stellenbosch. The group owns both the clubs, in a way.
Drop those jewels, bro. Drop those jewels. We want to know.
No, but they do.
Yeah, for people who don't know, like...
Okay, Super Sport owns Super Sport United.
Yeah.
Super Sport is a channel on multi-choice. Multi-choice is owned by Johan Rupen.
Yes.
So is Rama.
So it funnels.
So Rama is the main kid sponsor of
Stellenbosch, yes.
Stellenbosch is owned by Johan Rupen.
Yes.
They double dabbling. They can inflate the sponsor prices to do whatever they want because money up.
Manipulate the market.
They dropped some jewels. If you didn't have your soccer IQ, now you got it.
All I'm saying is like, first thing to open as a business guy, a marketing firm. Right? That you're going to then market your own other business from.
Let everything work together. Let's funnel everything. Sabo money laundering. I'm kidding.
Anyway,
UFC.
So let's go to the UFC. The UFC is one of the greatest, the combat sports in the world, and I feel like I've been saying last week, the fight nights have got better, and I'm good about that. Today in the morning, there was a fight night, Sandhagen versus Figueiredo. Figueiredo was the champion in the bantamweight. Yes, he was the champion in flyweight. And now he's fighting in the bantamweight division. And he went through the ringer. He lost, yes, to Corey Sandhagen, but I think Figueiredo's done. I think Figgy is one of my favorite fighters. He's done. But let's get to the meat. Bo Nickel lost to Renier de Ridder. De Ridder is from Holland. Renier was the one FC champion, which is another promotion. But Renier beat one of the biggest prospects in UFC in 10-15 years.
Wow.
Bo Nickel is a collegiate wrestler. He's never lost a wrestling match. right?
Mhm.
And he has a podcast where he talks shit about other fighters.
And then he goes
And he
fighting.
says that wrestling is the best. You know, my wrestling will kill jiu-jitsu.
Mm.
Rania Derrida is a jiu-jitsu guy.
Mm.
Showmanship.
Knocked him
He's got the showmanship.
out. He knocked him with a knee to the superplex, which is like in the chin there.
Mm. Nah, bro. Come on. Why do you do that in sports? That's
No, but you quit. You quit.
I'd also quit. I know. How
Nah,
can you
why
not
you
quit?
quitting?
But also,
That's it. Imagine getting
why are you
winded.
incorporating?
Get it with it.
Yeah, man.
Fight, bro.
But what? Because you hit me here, dog. It's shy. I'm out of breath.
Yes, I can't breathe.
Fight,
can't
dog.
breathe, bro.
Do something.
Oh, out of
You're
breath.
quitting.
I can't breathe. This
This
brother wants
Okay, let me
you
try
to
it on
fight.
you. Let me try it on you real quick.
Nah, fuck it. I know what it means.
Uh-huh.
But also, it's like these guys, you know, we do the crunches and the you know what I mean? But also, Bonica couldn't take this guy down. If you're the best wrestler ever, you couldn't take him down once. This nigga was doing what he wanted with you and then finished you. You will never be a champion. He says he's better than Kamzat.
Nah.
He said you'll beat DVP in one round.
Relax, bro.
He said you'll beat Trickers in one round, this guy.
Nah.
Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie, mate.
Nah.
Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Relax.
Okay, so let's go to the prelims. There's a beautiful fight that I watched in the prelims. Ryan Loader was one of another prospect. He was 8-0.
Who was 8-0 and now?
Ah, you got people at 37 weight. Don't bring these boys here to the
Oh, you went to a macro man. The 12, baba. Do you really time as an permit?
Go
Figure
there,
Galera.
I'm calm. How happy he is you and he better than the light. That's great. Bro.
Yeah, that's
in
wild,
the cage,
bro.
you be like someone that could be your son.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
okay.
Then you beat him up.
Beating him up.
You enjoying it because you're like, I'm on a motorcycle.
Sy bonnie sal jy like, well,
Ah, but then- So we go to next week. Next week, UFC 315.
Yeah. Well,
UFC 315 next week. It's a big card. When we have numbers, it's a card.
yeah.
So yesterday or today, whatever you want to call it, was UFC Fight
Fight
Night,
Night, yeah.
Sandhagen versus Figueiredo.
So it's nothing. It's something chill and
It's nothing, but
G.
it's great. It's a great.
Yeah.
Now it's UFC 315, which means there's a title on the line.
Oh, nice.
Bilal Muhammad is fighting Jack Della Maddalena for the welterweight strap.
Big fight.
Co-main event is Valentina Shevchenko is fighting Median Faghiot in the co-main event. Those are two title fights.
Yeah.
In the feature main, Jose Aldo, the king of Rio, comes back against Arman Zahabi. Zahabi is a prospect. Jose Aldo is a veteran. Then we go to Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso is the former flyweight champion. She finished Valentina Shevchenko, who's the best, before losing her in the rematch. Is fighting on the same card as Valentina. So they're setting it up. If
So that if
Shevchenko
wins, and then they title shot.
in the third,
Okay.
a trilogy fight.
Okay, cool.
that's
then
interesting. That's my.
Ben was saying to me, the guy that was going to be the next lightweight champion, who got finished twice in a row now, is fighting another Kane. So they're trying to pull Kane. Let's go to the prelims.
A can is someone who's he's according to him,
Easy to
man.
beat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're your default player.
Yeah.
Who's 60. Or just
Yeah.
created to fit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, easy,
that's a
easy,
can.
easy.
Kane. And then in the prelims, my favorite fight here is Jessica Andrade versus Jasmine Vudekius.
Jesus. Who the-
Andrade is one of the brutes of the women's division, right, Jessica? And she's got a finish by a slam. She's brutal.
She's got that dog in her.
It's a woman, yeah.
Yeah, so she's got
Jabristic
that
is-
dog in her.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's got
she's
it
a
done.
dog. But Jasmine is a jiu-jitsu person.
So she
She's
can counter
willing,
that.
She's willing. It's an interesting fight. So I'm very
I like
ready to
jiu-jitsu
watch that.
fighters, but they get knocked
Very
out. So
interesting. But yeah, that's the UFC recap and upcoming fights. Let's get to the game.
First of all, before we get to the game,
Players.
just one. The players gonna do. It's just the time. Quick one. Boxing. Garcia gets plummeted, loses against Romero. David Haney was also on the sidelines
Losing
watching
to
the boxing.
Roly.
Oh yeah.
He was there to watch the fight. I don't like when someone you beat is on the sidelines talking shit. That's I don't know. I don't understand that.
I think it's just
Like-
when a person does that, they're just trying to rile you up.
Yeah.
You understand?
Make
Because
sure you
they
lose.
make sure you lose. Because if I'm riling you up, my focus is already away from the game. I'm focused on you now.
But look,
Okay,
you
he's
can't
saying-
do that with Garcia because there's that and then there's the cocaine. And,
Yeah,
it's too much.
let's
Nobody quit.
Allegedly. Let's move.
allegedly.
The last segment, bro. We're doing the quiz. I've got a nice quiz set up for you.
Interesting. I'm
So
curious about
since you
this.
are a Kaizer Chiefs and Man United supporter,
I
don't know.
Let's stop quickly.
High blood pressure.
oh,
SMS.
talking about United. wait.
I'm gonna hit you with that.
Niggas, wait.
Yabo la chichut, the better about one.
Talk about United before we just end the segment. United
what-
is actually ending the game right now. The score is
It's
4-3.
3-0. Oh.
4-3 United is losing.
Against
Brentford.
Wait, what's the time? What's the time?
Amad Diallo just scored a...
Amadinho.
No, he didn't.
My boy is back.
Look, show on goal.
He's been messing up.
So first
He's
goal,
been
Mason
messing
Mount.
up.
Mason Mount.
Shout out to my thank you for the coup, eh?
Mason Mount. Garnacho.
Yeah, Mason.
Amad Diallo.
It's a coup, as much as he's still flopping, but I feel like he just needs to get in the groove.
Yeah.
Mason is
that's
a
right.
coup.
I like him.
You like him.
I like him for United, not for us.
He's one thing about
I don't
him.
like
He's a
him fast.
workaholic, dog.
Yeah,
He will work.
But he's also an injuryholic.
Yeah, ish. Uneholic says
He's always injured.
Maybe he's an alcoholic. Anyway, let's go.
So curated the game for you. Kaizer Chiefs and Man United. I just had to double down because those are your teams. I'm gonna give you a position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you names of maybe for me the greatest player that played in each team,
Yeah.
and then you can just select the player that you choose in that team. So we're going with the 4-4-2 formation. 2 strikers, 4 midfielders, and
Coaching.
I'm giving them J.
This is two names.
But 4-4-2, you know that was the standard.
Standard.
4-4-2, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
standard.
just making fun of my guy.
Yeah. See. Okay,
Porto
so
won their first Champions League in 4-4-2.
they have first. Did they have another one? Okay. No.
Okay,
Let's move on.
yeah. But you get the
The
point.
only one.
Just like
Goalkeeper. I've got Kune or Edwin van der Sar.
I'll give it to my African brother, Itumile
me too.
Nkuni.
Do you know why I agree?
There's a lot, and I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Tell it.
The reason why with Ukune Fetu, there was a lot at stake with him. And if again, he was under the shadows of Spider-Man, Brian Malloy. And he came through. We final Fetu. Remember the first final? Where we won, I think it was a Telkom knockout. Ne?
Yeah.
And
Penalty.
he was not established. Coming from the academy
right.
and to become established like that and make your name and continue with it because
Yeah.
and then I'm like, just one, but he continued, consistency. He set the tone. I won't lie. Senzo Meiwa
Yes. Was gonna be the greatest.
wasn't going to be the great first of all. Cool.
Yes.
Simple.
Those are the cool, yeah.
Van der Sar, I mean, he's a legend. He came already established from
Yes, yeah.
Ajax.
Yeah.
They say now experience.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going with that.
Kune. Itumile Kune. You got that one. Left back. Tsepo Masilela or Patrice Evra.
Patrice. Bonjour. Patrice Eva.
Actually, you can also say
No,
I'll
yeah,
go-
no. But Marcelo did a lot. Not for Chiefs though. And I think that's why
Overseas, yeah, you understand.
Chiefs fan is like now.
No.
Dimazi ngoku
Sentiniwe.
Yeah, so Patrice Eva, I know. Bonjour, monsieur. I know that he's done the most, bro. Like,
And everything that he's won. Okay, so there's a lot of centre backs at Chiefs, but I just chose I have to add a white guy in
Yeah,
the list. I don't want to just make black guy, just inclusivity, Neil Tovey or Vidic.
Namanya. I'm going with Village.
Not the best. Apparently, Neil Tovey is the best Kaizer Chief captain of all time.
Vidic.
That's like a...
Vidic. They even
Maybe
Sir,
as a captain.
can I tell you one thing? Even Sir Alex said it. The reason why Vidic came raw from Serbia. No pun intended. No pun intended.
Nah, what the fuck?
Like why?
Like why? Why do you like that?
No,
What's going on?
Continue.
But anyways, he came raw.
Nah, don't do this guy.
Man, except my
Chill.
he was rude.
Nice. Continue.
Anyways, no pun intended though. Village came as a light dog from the academy.
Continue, bro.
He's like this in general. Like this is how he is. We've accepted it, but it's fine. Anyways, we move. He came as a lighty and coming from Serbia. Serbia, the league is not as competitive as the English Premier League.
Yeah.
You're coming into a competitive team as Man United. They're at their peak. Got the best players. Yes, they had teething problems, but what did he do? He owned it. That's what Sir Alex said, that he saw that as much as I messed up here, but I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
Even going to basketball, if you look at the basketball players that come from Serbia, Slovakia, they fight. They fight because they've got that dog in them based on also the conditions they grew up in. We understand.
It's cold.
You know, so I'll give it to Vidic.
It's cool.
It's cold, yeah, it's cold, yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Vidic, bro. Without a
Vidic.
doubt, he handled it, he held it down for the longest time.
I've got a very controversial coming up. Eric Matoho
We,
or Rio Ferdinand.
Bovwane, Baramini, Baranda.
Hey, Barunda.
No. Real Ferdinand. I know. Bovwane. Bovwane. Yeah, no. I respect, but hey. Yeah, no. Hey, but now, nigga.
Obvious.
Many obvious options.
Yeah, no, come on. It's the best of best, though. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's go. Spoony
But yeah, he was
Sokak.
good in his pride.
Right back.
Right back. Spoony Sokak.
Pa.
Or Gary Neville.
I'll give it to Pa.
Yeah.
Pa, kaka. Pa. Hi.
Yeah.
Yabona kula channel. Ati, you know the days with the mohawk. Boy.
Yeah, Spoony
Ati
Sokak.
cross up, boy.
Funny crossover. Yeah,
You.
are.
And the cross up in fit.
Yangena,
Yangena, pa.
You ready for this one? Josta Gake. We talk about the right wing now. Josta Gake or Ryan Giggs?
But Josta, man.
You like just a lot.
You know that better la panyeka yaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, like besides that, but but Giggsy, man.
You can't.
Giggsy,
You can't.
But that was a good one.
That was
I'll
nice.
give you- that was a good one. You see that one? Yeah.
It's a
had
nice
to.
one.
Yeah, I'll give it to Giggsy. But don't trust us there. Grootman, respect.
Left. I think this one is a little bit of an easy one. Simpiwe Shabalala or we've got here Wayne Rooney.
Ooh, it's a tough.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
No,
Tutsi
it's
mnandi.
not. I'm talking cock.
Tutsi mnandi. Simpiwe Shabalala.
Shabalala is a legend.
Hey, that's a legend, bro.
Yeah, Shabalala is a legend.
Hey,
Rooney's a legend too.
No, we're not
Shabalala
just-
is
but-
iconic, bro.
I'll give it to Shaba, though.
Shabalala!
Yes, Rooney, I know.
Oh, South Africa!
Yeah.
He said it.
Come on.
I'll give it to him.
We just spoke about we bribed our asses in there.
Come.
Yeah.
But anyway, udah selapa.
Yeah.
Hey.
Viva ese. Yeah. So you
Shaba, Tutsi
Shaba.
mnandi.
Tutsi mnandi.
Tutsi mnandi. Huta. Tamanna. Suka makwe.
Tutsi mnandi.
Tutsi mnandi.
Simpiwe Shabalala.
Pure Shaba lights hard. Everyone, people, Shaba. Yeah. Jim Aye. Now you remember the score? World Cup. World Cup. Yeah.
This is the one for
This is
the
the-
There's only one answer. Leslie Manyeta. There's only one answer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm just saying in that general competition.
Yeah.
He's a Chiefs guy. Shaba. Yeah.
CM. We've got Renelwe, Beyonce,
Oh, Beyonce.
Ntolonyana, versus Paul Scholes.
I Skolzy, bruv. Skolzy, bruv. Come on. Yes, yeah. Bambile, but come on. Hey, Skolzy.
Yeah, had some time.
You remember?
Joe, yeah.
Who's Skolzy?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
When you gonna? Oh,
Come on, Jay.
Come on. What you wait?
okay.
Now, but Skolzy, yo, remember the passes?
Yeah, and the goals from the corners. It's no drop. Cross.
Iyalenda win.
In.
So yeah,
Scholes is that's another talent.
He's giving me good options now.
yeah. Now
The
we
other ones were bad, but yeah.
I like this next one.
Willard Katsande versus Roy Keane.
Oh, salt and pepper.
Mm.
Oh.
I
One thing about Rukatsaga, I'm eating away fashion. I'll give you that, my nigga. But with this one, I can't give you, bro. Roy Keane. I'll give it to Roy. Let's give it to Roy. That's a dog. Nah, you know, look at that team, man.
If you rules like that,
we are Nabanzo Kaito and the cab.
Actually, let me remove. I'm gonna remove. I'm gonna remove Ronaldo. Yeah, let me just.
Nah, put Ronaldo. How do you remove the goat? How do you remove the goat?
No, just for controversial takes because I know it's gonna be him. I just took him off now. I took another United striker though. Bernard Parker versus Dimitar Berbatov.
The owned. I'll give it to the owned. The owned. The owned.
You talking about Ulan?
Bernard Parker, the owned.
Yeah.
I need the owned.
And last one. Knowledge Musona or Vanessa Roy.
Wow. I've never favored both teams. I hate both.
Knowledge Musona. Rudy boy in it, man.
Missed the penalty.
I'll give it to Knowledge.
Yeah,
Knowledge carry Chiefs. Yeah, he carried Chiefs with it. Big time, I'll give it to. Because one thing about Urud was already in a winning team. Yeah, but he already had the structure. He came in, he just added. We understand. Yeah. Knowledge came into a team that was
struggling.
You understand?
And then he won the league with it.
Let me get more controversial. Peter Schmeichel or Kone?
I don't know for United.
Schmeichel. I'll give it to Schmeichel.
For me,
Schmeichel.
if you gave me an option between Czech and Cunha, I would choose Cunha.
Czech and Cunha.
Yeah.
He's just different, man. He's just different, eh?
Cunha is an iconic goalkeeper. Yeah. All the keepers in the world
I
now pass the ball the same way Cunha did.
Distribution 101.
All of them
so distribution 101, yeah.
Everyone has changed their way now. Even Ederson will tell you.
It's true. But they will never give him the credits because you know why.
Perfect.
And he's
black.
Tango.
And he's a baby daddy.
No, but he.
And he
okay, no.
And he dated Mini.
Not
no,
that
one hates Mini. Yo, I don't know what's going on.
Anyways.
We love Mini. We don't hate you, Mini. We love you.
All positivity.
We love you, Mini. Yo, Mini. Yo, do you remember Generation Days? Hey, she used to be my crush. Yo,
we're 8.
Yo, yes, ba. Turn around.
Nabin Bugele Gospel at the time, so I was a part of that shit. Rhythm City was my show.
You know, that's the no way.
She must pick up and walk away.
It's a playground check, guys. Episode 25. No, 24. Damn, next week. 25 next week. Shout out, guys. Thank you.
My brothers appreciate it.
It's been nice. Thanks, Luzuko, for showing. Oh, that was beautiful.
Best sports cast
in the land.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out.
Remember, like, subscribe, share. Tell your mother, tell your sister to tell the sister, and everyone, tell the whole family.
Get your things delivered.
Or trying to stepson, stepmothers.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Please, if you're in Langa and surround, right?
Yeah.
And you want something to be reliably delivered to you, do not call those niggas still.
Yeah.
Call Cloudy.
Cloudy. Levitate. You know.
All main dress shirt, vintage designer. Poorly earning my rent. This bitch like I
Yo!
I know they bring my holla. Smakala Muslim mochi like Kanala. She pray 5 times a day, I stay around her. Yeah, when the nights feel with cold, Gweli Gala. Summer days make their judgment of the clouded. Marching on reverse soldiers, Gweli Gala. Yeah, and I'm screaming forever. And I'm we shining together. Every day grinding, we grinding like welders. Yeah, into the ground, so it sound like the devil. Flow way too hot, so I sound like a candle.